Yo, welcome back to another video, man. We are back with the reactions. It has been so long, man. It has been so long. As you can tell, I'm in a new space. Got a new setup going on. And yeah, I had the setup for a while now. So yeah, I'm not going to talk too much. Let's just get into this, man. So, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while. Now, let's get back on this reaction grind, man. So today we are checking out, hopefully you guys can see, today we are checking out, let's see if you guys can see that. Yeah, y'all can see that. Today we are checking out this video right here, Akash, not Ashcash, Akash. He is a comedian. If you guys are familiar with Andrew Schultz, the guy with the mustache, this is his like buddy. He is also a pretty successful comedian, and lately he has been going viral for the wrong reasons. He has been going viral because his wife is going on podcasts yapping about how she hates her marriage, how she controls him, how she doesn't do the laundry because she's an at-home wife, and things of that nature, and she's practically embarrassing him. So that's a little bit of the context, man. I don't know too much of it, and let's just get into it, man. Let's see what this is about.
His money is our money, and my money is my money.
Do you know why I think I have like a good marriage? I think it's because my husband's never here.
The worst story I've ever heard in my life, and so unfortunately, a lot of men, they don't have the courage, the confidence.
Matter of fact, let me extremely fast double check if you guys
to put women in their place. To the man of the world,
yeah,
if
okay.
You haven't been
This
red
so
pilled
long,
yet,
man.
now is the time to do so. Coach Greg, in today's video, it's a public service announcement to all the simps, the losers of the world. It's time to get red pilled. Now, you may not like Myron Gaines. In fact, you might hate him. But one thing he is not is wrong about the Akash situation being way worse than he expected. In case you don't know the backstory, Akash is a famous comedian who married his dream woman. She was a virgin, younger than him, attractive, and so he has made it, right, guys? Happy wife, happy life. Wait till you see the shitstorm of things that she's not only been doing, but publicly announcing to the world. It's way worse than you could possibly imagine. Possibly the worst story I've ever heard in my life. To the man of the world, if you haven't been red-pilled yet, now is the time to do so.
Any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his accounts or has separate accounts, that's a fucking red flag. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money, and my money is my money. My money!
Listen. Let's just hold on. Let's take a little breather right here. Listen to what she just said, bro. Just listen to what she just said.
Money, that's a fucking
Listen,
red flag.
listen
This
to this,
is
listen
not
to this.
a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money, and my money is my money.
His money is our money, and my money is my money. Now, this walking red flag, this woman of a red flag here, is talking about how it is a red flag to not have a shared bank account with your husband, and then proceeds to say his money is my money, or our money, my money is my money. Okay, let's break this down extremely fast now. If you are getting married and you do not want to have a shared account, and the person you're marrying wants to have a shared account, well, you guys better figure it out. If you guys are bumping heads and nobody wants to compromise, you don't want to let go that responsibility, and she doesn't want to let go her wish to have a shared account, well, then don't marry. It is that simple. Do not marry. It is that simple. That is literally the hammer. That's the foot on the brake. That's it. That's where you draw the line. You just don't marry. Now, Akash right here, he made the mistake of marrying this angel, of a person. And, you know, it's fine. Marry who you want to marry, man. It's not my problem. But come on. How are you going to let your wife, if she's even if you even want to call her your wife, and we're going to get into that later, how are you going to let this right here, this creature, talk to you about how you have a small, you know what, you're not packing, you have a small dick, how your wife wants to clap your friend who apparently has a 10-inch dick, how your money is her money and her money is her money, but her money isn't your money, how she doesn't do laundry, how she's an at-home wife, by the way. If she wasn't an at-home wife, okay. She doesn't do anything around the house. She walks the dog. It is her dog. It's not your dog, it is her dog. So that's not even a chore. That's not even an accomplishment. What I'm trying to say is this is just insane. This is purely insane. It's just sad, man. This is extremely sad, bro. It just sucks. It really does suck, man.
Myron Gaines saying, you know nothing about women. Everything you're saying, it's bullshit. This is coming from a man who's had one woman in his entire life. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but when you start casting stones against other people, saying that what they're saying is hogwash, is stupid, moronic, that you shouldn't pay attention to them, and then this happens, well, you have to expect him to come back and just lay it out on the line and say, look at your life now.
Let's get into his girl. She goes and does an interview, right, guys? She goes and does an interview on YouTube, this right here.
God being
And it got 37K views because we were roasting her so much, right? And her dumbass literally says, thanks for the publicity, babe. We just hit 8K views.
We all know that any publicity is good publicity, but not when it's at the expense of your husband. Not when everything that comes out of her mouth is embarrassment to him, his status as a man, his relationship, his self-worth, everything. Is it really worth it to get a few thousand followers?
No.
Like, why would you ever do that?
How do you and your husband split finances?
we don't.
We don't.
If you want to work, all for that. But like any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his account, that's a fucking red flag. His money is our money and my money is my money.
Immediately no. What's your money is your money, and if you decide to treat your woman with some of that, well, that's your prerogative.
Well, listen. This is where I kind of disagree. Your money and your wife's money is together your guys' money. If I have a wife, my money is her money is my money because we live together, we spend together, we don't have any. It's like, how about this? Let's put this into perspective. Let's say I wash my laundry, I wash my clothes, she does her clothes. Yet, when we wash clothes, we're doing both, right? I'm not only doing my clothes, I'm washing her dirty clothes. We're washing each other's clothes. Does that mean that my clothes is her clothes and her clothes is my clothes? No. We still have separate incomes financially. We still have separate clothes. But when it's time to use it, when it's time to wash the clothes, or when it's time to, metaphorically speaking, when it's time to spend the money or make these decisions, make these big financial decisions especially, well, there's no my money, your money. It's our money because we have agreed to that, or at least I did. If I were to get married, of course. I would agree to that, right? And if she disagrees, I'm not marrying. I'm picking somebody else. It's that simple. So when I say there's no I have my money, you have your money, I'm not saying that your income is my income. I'm saying when it's time to make big decisions, when it's time to spend, when it's time to, even simple as holiday season is about to come, gifts, when it's time to buy gifts and all these little things. There's no such thing as, why did you spend this with your money? No, it's our money. Because that's what you should be agreeing on when you marry. Unless you agree on something else. If you do, well, that's okay. That's between you guys. But this is just my perspective on everything.
But she isn't part owner of your funds. She isn't on your joint bank account. And what makes it even worse, she says what's your money is my money and what's my money is mine. I mean, if you have a woman who makes a significant amount of money, perhaps she's an eye surgeon, a doctor, a lawyer, she's making a lot of money, and you decide that you want to share expenses with her, well, that's up to you. But if you're making the majority of the money and she isn't, and she demands...
She's not. She doesn't work, by the way. Just to give you guys context. She stays at home all day, every day, and doesn't even do the home chores, by the way. She admits to it. She doesn't do the laundry, and if she does, it's only her laundry. She doesn't wash the dishes. She rinses them, puts them in the sink, and throws water on them. Her only chore that she actually does is walk the dog, but the dog is hers. It's not his. So just to put it in perspective, there's zero income from her. She is actually deleting money from this guy. Let's just continue, man.
Demands that you have her as a joint bank account owner. There's a door. It doesn't work like that. No, I worked hard for this money, and it doesn't automatically become yours.
So that is actually my number one. They must be generous with their finances from day one.
AK, I want a simp. I mean, it wouldn't come out as beautifully if she says the most important thing to look for in a man is that he's a simp, that he has no confidence, no self-worth, and that he makes a lot of money. And then, so...
Which is really rare to find. I'm not a simp, broke or not broke, but if you're making a lot of money, I don't know, man. It's pretty difficult to be a simp when you're getting chased by all these girls from all the money. So it's super rare to find, and she should recognize that she leaves this guy, which she should, because this guy doesn't deserve anything, and she doesn't deserve anything as well. She should acknowledge that she's never going to be there again in that situation.
Once you've been ran through your entire life, once the village bicycle has been completely broken down, it's had so many flat tires, it's been pumped by everyone, she finally decides, you know, I want to settle down. I want to take this guy. I don't care if he's attractive. I don't need that. I can just fantasize on all the men I've slept with my entire life. You know, I had rotations of men back in the day. My butthole, I'd wake up and it was sore. I didn't even want him to go there, but hey.
By the way, he's talking about everything that she publicly said on the podcast, which I don't know if they're going to play the clip, but I saw the clip. She was basically saying back in college she was sleeping with a lot of guys, which is insane because Akash, the comedian, aka her husband, claims to be a virgin with her until marriage, and then after marriage they did the dirty. How does that work? Do you really believe that? Do you really believe she was a virgin? No.
Hey, you know, it was a white boy from a frat house, and so I had a lot of fun. My pussy was popping for everyone.
Quote unquote, literally what she said.
I mean, I appreciate the alliteration, but like, this is gross.
That means paying for the first date and everything. I know that it's rough out there, inflation. Like, I'm not saying to just like waste it on every single girl.
Yeah, it's not inflation that's rough, it's hoflation. This is what's going on.
His
Hoflation
money
is true.
To be honest, it's probably better your girl doesn't even know how much money you make. If I'm going to be all the way 1,000 with you guys.
Welcome, punch!
Because then you get predatory like this.
Our money and my money is my money.
I mean, essentially, she's a predator. People talk about men being predators all the time. She's a predator. She's out there looking for men with low self-esteem, low self-worth to prey on them, to suck them dry. And I'm not talking about what's inside the downstairs. I'm talking about...
Yeah, she doesn't do that with her husband. She admitted it. She, quote unquote, said, I'm going to give handies every now and then. That's all you get from me. I don't know, man.
Out their wallets, using them for an ATM machine. And so, unfortunately, a lot of men, they don't have the courage, the confidence to put women in their place.
But the fact that she's doing this shit publicly tells you guys where he stands. He's nothing more than an ATM to her.
I know so many girls in my life personally that have been with guys that weren't transparent about money.
Also, my bad for pausing so much. I really don't like this guy right here. I don't agree with a lot of stuff that he says. Don't mix me up with the red pill guys. I'm just saying, you know, he has some points on this topic, so.
And they ended up being terrible in other aspects, and like people ended up breaking up in divorces.
If she or anyone starts talking to you, there's the door. I don't care how good the poontang actually is. I don't care. It's not worth it. There will be someone else. Remember, the number one thing you need to be looking for is that she has genuine burning desire for you. If she doesn't think that you're hot, She doesn't like anything about you other than your wallet. There's the door. It's
Exactly.
time to move on.
They
Exactly.
must be generous with their finances from day fucking one.
No.
I mean, women, they literally have books written on how to abuse men. It's perhaps not done with violence as often as men do it back to females, but they're abusing men to get their money. They know that they have some power. The problem is, you can't give her that power. Just because she's attractive, just because she's willing to do some abductors with you, doesn't mean that you have to give her all your money.
Also, just redid our closet.
This is all her closet now.
So look at this.
He buys a house for both of them. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There's two closets. One's big and one's small. He gives her the bigger closet. After all, women, they tend to have more clothes, shoes, and so on. I don't see anything wrong with that. But then she complains that he doesn't need any of her space.
Really?
Even though she has way more room. She can just simply slide the dresses over. You can't have any of my space. She gets
Wow.
mad at him. And worse than that, why is this being recorded? Why is it being filmed and why is it being posted? She's making fun of him. He's clearly upset. She's belittling him. She's calling him names.
So what do you want to do? You want to buy a separate house with all hangers?
We were supposed to build a wardrobe, but Akash didn't want to do it
For
because
me,
he's too
because I
cheap.
took the smaller closet.
Yo, are you
He took the smaller closet.
kidding me? Do you know how much fucking space he has? Look!
Do you know how much turking space he has? Imagine your woman recording this and posting it.
I would leave and like literally leave. I would return the house if that's even possible. I don't know how real estate really works. Completely stop buying the house, or if I, really bought it and it's over, I cut the deal. Hey, get the hell out. Both closets are mine, bitch. Over.
I mean, it's one thing if it was said behind closed doors. Perhaps you have arguments occasionally. A lot of people do that. And that's one thing. But to record it and post it in order to make fun of him, the man who actually paid for this place,
Exactly.
that is just a new low.
Utilize the shelves, you idiot!
You
You idiot.
idiot.
You idiot.
I mean, there's the door. Yeah, you married, you made a mistake. A lot of people make mistakes. But the only next biggest mistake is continuing on with this nonsense.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Okay, listen. Love makes you blind. Okay. This blind, I doubt it. I really do doubt it. I'm pretty sure Stevie Wonder was less blind than this guy. Anyways, love does make you blind. Now, you can make a mistake to marry. To date, it's not really a mistake because you're dating. It's not that deep. To marry, oh, it's deep. No pun intended. So, if you're together, you decide to marry with her, it's cool, and then shit doesn't work out. She is not a good person, or you guys just purely aren't compatible. Maybe she's an okay person, but stuff just isn't going. That's okay. The next biggest mistake, just like this guy said, is staying and fighting that, oh my God, wait, maybe there's hope. How many times did you hear the phrase, you can't change something? You can't change someone. You can't change someone that doesn't want to be changed, right? And even if they do, you're not changing them. They're letting you change them, which means they're changing. So it's just doesn't work, guys. And I hope you guys know that.
You can get a divorce, give her half. It's better than what you're doing now, which is giving her everything.
Exactly.
Every single thing that she wants, and she doesn't do anything back in return. She doesn't show you respect. She wants to bang her friend's husband in an orgy. What is wrong
Quote unquote, literally what she said.
with this woman?
You know what my f***ing husband just tried to do?
My turking husband. Not, do you know what my beautiful husband has done? My provider, my famous comedian husband, the man of my dreams has done? My turking husband. I'm certain that she does not provide with him sweet and blow every day. That's the least she could do in return. She probably doesn't even do any of this. I mean, look at all the bags, purses, the Chanel and so on that he bought for
Right.
her.
Right.
Did I say whore? Yeah, for her I meant. And when he says, I let you buy whatever you want, she's like, no, you had a limit. I mean, you go into a Louis Vuitton store and say, hey, you can pick out up to $10,000 in goods. That's not everything I want. You put me on a budget. Imagine hearing that from another woman.
I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses. I was shopping at Rainbow. I was eating buffalo chicken wraps every day. I was straightening my hair with my French tips. Like, you could not tell me nothing. And I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through.
Popping my...
You guys remember when I said quote unquote that's what she said? That's the clip that I saw. That was before they got married, by the way. How the hell do you believe that she was a virgin before you guys married? How do you believe that? How? How do you believe that? It's impossible, bro. She literally admitted it. Even if she didn't admit it, it's impossible because of the way she's acting. Like, come on, bro.
Pussy roster of guys from a woman who said she was a virgin to her future husband.
No. This is bad.
Let that
This is
sink
so
in.
bad.
Now, you might be thinking, why would her past matter? Does a woman's past matter? Well, think of this. Does a man's future matter? If you were to find out that in the future, you could see in the future, perhaps you're a time traveler like Coach Greg, you're on TRT. You find out that in 5 years from now, 10 years from now, that your future husband, he's going to be dead broke, he won't have a job, and he's an alcoholic. Would you continue to date him? The answer is no, unless you're a moron. And so if you find out that the woman that you're with, that her past is like this, there's the door. Yeah, I'm sorry. But unfortunately, there is going to be a simp out there, a loser, who doesn't care because he can't get anyone else. He doesn't have the confidence. He doesn't have the wisdom. He's been brainwashed by society to think that, no, happy wife, happy life, and I can fix her.
Sometimes it like literally hurts my heart. And when the nostalgia is that painful, guess what I have to watch?
What hurts my heart is hearing these stories and understanding that women are tricking their husbands into settling for this. And so a lot of people are going to be against this video, red pilled. Oh, that's not a thing. You shouldn't be that. Do you see the alternative? Do you not see the way that we've been brainwashed, thinking that you have to suck up to women, suck up to just do anything for them to like you? No, this is not how it works.
I was eating buffalo chicken wraps every day. I was straightening my hair.
Dude, this is embarrassing.
A lot of you are thinking, yeah, but that's her past. Her body count, it doesn't matter. It does matter. Pair bonding, when you've slept with so many guys, for example, triple digits, do you really think that you're suddenly just going to settle down? When you remember 100 schlongs that have been inside of you, how do you just...
This girl has more bodies than fucking Bonnie Blue. Over exaggeration, but still.
Just get over that. She can't get over it. She sees her husband and remembers all of the hot men that she was ran through by. Everyone that took a ride, she can't forget those men. She wishes she could be back with them again. It's nostalgia, thinking back to those moments, those memories of waking up with a sore butthole with a guy she met on Tinder who she didn't even want to have anything to do with.
Would y'all ever have an orgy together with your husband?
Priya,
She tried.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy because this couple is so good looking and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you see him.
He's a 6 at best. She is fantasizing, dreaming, wishing of having sex with her friend's husband, and he's a 6 at best.
This is the guy that supposedly, from her, has 10 inches. What the hell?
What do you think she's thinking of all the other men out there? The 8s, the 9s, the 10s, the Chads. Oh my goodness. I fantasize about the fact that it's 10 inches long and possibly thick. Imagine the gaping hole
Possibly thick.
that this woman has.
His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband.
No, I kind of love it, but I'm like, us for it? Okay, maybe.
I just know that Nav's dick
Podcast.
is like at least 10 inches.
Now listen, if women get together, just the two of them at dinner, and they talk like this, I mean, it's bad enough.
Right.
But you don't announce this to the world. You don't share these stories.
This is public, and your husband is a popular comedian.
for your husband to hear. It's embarrassing. And she literally says this story right in front of him as well as in front of this man.
This was before Bumble or Hinge. Like, this was like in the OG days of the app. I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore. And I remembered that I was like trying to finger me in my asshole. I'm like, first of all, we were not on those like terms.
Worse. She says, what's your money is mine.
That's sad, bro. That's sad, man. Listen, guys. Let's wrap this up. A lot of people, and I'll make a video on this, but a lot of people, you know, they just think to themselves, hey, man, if I have a nice wife, she's good looking, everything's gonna turn out just fine. Well, hey, doesn't really work like that. You need to be so careful with who you choose. You need to be so careful with who you propose to as a man. There's so many people that just want to fuck your life up. So many people, bro. You really, really, really have to be very, you know, cautious. Women, they give you pussy, they give you love, they give you affection, they give you care, they give you status. Most of all, status, right? What do we give them? What is our value, right? Well, look, our value is attention. Our value is energy. Our value is money. That's what we offer. If you offer that to the wrong person, aka the wrong woman, it's over. It's over, man. It is so hard to get out of that trap. And that trap is everywhere. You're walking on a landmine field. So y'all have to be careful, man. I'm not even close to the age of where I'm marrying or where I want to marry. I got like, what, 7 years, 8 years left. I'm chilling. But yeah, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I love these reactions, man. I'm so glad to be back on my YouTube grind. And yeah, bro. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. God bless and peace. Yeah. See y'all, man.